Welcome to Low Key Weekly, the best spot for getting a weekly fix of gaming news, updates, and anything else I think may be important to stay up to date in the industry of video games. Because with another week, there were 7 more days for news, announcements, games, and whatever else. Marathon is real and out in the wild to lay eyes on. Bungie's new extraction shooter Marathon is looking to be the next big game in the multiplayer world. And I gotta say, it looks really good to me. This is basically if Destiny and Escape from Tarkov had a cyberpunk baby. This is going to be a class-based extraction shooter where you and 2 others go into a zone looking for loot, fighting things in the map, and competing against other teams of players while attempting to extract and escape with your loot. They revealed that the Marathon will be launching on September 23rd. In an interview with Bungie developers, they did make note that Marathon will be a premium product players are expected to purchase, and the game will also feature a battle pass system. Paul Tassi on Twitter did confirm that the full price is not $70 and not even close. And then the official Marathon account had to come out and tweet that the game will be premium, but they didn't really say anything about full price. So if I had to guess, that means that they're looking at the $40 to $50 range, similar to something like a Helldivers that came out last year. Something else to note is that Borderlands 4 is also launching on that day, which is kind of crazy. They revealed that a closed alpha is coming on April 23rd, and you can register in the Marathon Discord right now, which is currently being overloaded as we speak. They ended the stream with a long cinematic establishing the narrative for the game and giving us a bit more of the lore and the world building, and this was probably the best part of the stream. Out of any opinions you may have about Bungie and their games, lore and world building, they are the masters at it. I've got to say, I was already excited for this, and as a fan of the OG Bungie since literally the first game I remember playing on the Xbox in 2001, Halo Combat Evolved, I have no doubt that what they will make will be very fun to play. Can Bungie recreate a new game with the magic that will take over the internet like the Halo series 20 years ago? I guess we will find out when it comes out on September 23rd. The III Initiative Showcase once again featured a jam-packed 45 minutes of 30+ game announcements, some game reveals, release date news, and some other things. I have a video recapping that full show, but here are a few of my favorite things that were in this showcase. Neverway, the art for this game was made by the people who made the art for Celeste, and it looks really spooky and awesome, and I'm pretty excited for this one. Alters looks awesome still. This is a survival action management kind of base building game, and that has a release date now for June 13th finally. Rogue Core was a first-person roguelike in the Deep Rock Galactic universe, so it kind of looks like Deep Rock Galactic, but it's based around the roguelike elements, and I saw a lot of new looking stuff in this, so this is probably going to be a banger. Katana Zero confirmed their DLC is still coming, and it is still going to be free, but they have no date. V-Rising's first major update to the game since 1.0 launched last year is the Oakvale update, and is coming out on April 28th. It is adding a lot to the game, with a new area, new enemies, new weapons, and I'm sure some new bosses. Definitely check out my full video if you want the rundown of the whole show, because there was a lot of really cool stuff in it. Every year, the Game of the Year award list features a game that kind of comes out of the blue, all puns intended. Blueprints is labeling itself as a strategy puzzle adventure and is blending puzzle game elements with an ever-growing popular genre, the roguelike. It is part first-person puzzle, part deck builder, part roguelike, all centered around a mysterious narrative to solve. I have not heard much about this until this week, but I think I will probably have to play this after the praise has been so high. Will this new indie game from Dogu Bomb, which is currently sitting at the highest rated game of the year, surpassing Split Fiction, be a nominee for Game of the Year in November? Guess we'll have to see how this year shapes out. Titanfall 3 rumors. The game was real, but it was also fake at the same time. There were rumors it was coming out, but now people like Jeff Grubb have said the rumors were fake and that nothing is coming. Will we ever see Titanfall 3? Xbox announced the 2025 Xbox Game Showcase paired with a direct dedicated to just The Outer Worlds 2 will take place on Sunday, June 8th at 10 a.m. PT, 1 p.m. ET. This is probably going to be a part of all the Summer Games Fest activities, which is like Gamer Christmas. With the announcement, they also released 11 minutes of gameplay for the new Obsidian RPG, Outer Worlds 2. She leaves quite an impression, Fortnite skins to be exact. The hit sensation, Sabrina Carpenter, is now the feature as Fortnite's music festival. You can spend V-Bucks on several items, including her signature sequin 2-piece. I'm a bigger Sabrina Carpenter fan than you, so of course I had to download Fortnite again just to buy that, because why wouldn't I? A Minecraft movie. First we mine, then we hit $1 billion. A Minecraft movie made a record $163 million in the US in its opening weekend, hitting $313 million globally. This makes it the best start for a video game movie ever, passing the current record holder, Super Mario movie, that happened on Easter weekend in 2023. This movie is gonna hit $1 billion. Sadly, I didn't see it due to the severe storms we had last week, which forced me to cancel my tickets to see it. So while I have no opinions on the movie yet, it seems they fully committed to the bit, and the movie is a huge meme but it sounds like if you go to this movie expecting a silly adventure with lots of Minecraft references and jokes, this is gonna be a pretty good time. But y'all gotta stop throwing slushies at the screen, come on! HBO renewed The Last of Us for a 3rd season just ahead of the premiere for season 2 this week. Games coming out this week that I think are cool: Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree is coming out on April 17th. This is a Souls-like Metroidvania action game, and the art style is looking real crispy. The Fool's Apprentice is coming out on April 14th. It is a management sim kind of game where you get to be the professor that casts spells on your many apprentices in the school, pushing them in the directions you want them to go and helping them through the University of Magic. And that is a wrap on the week. If I missed anything, maybe it really wasn't that big of a deal. Thoughts on anything I talked about? Drop it down in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be right here when I post the next one.